Welcome guys to our next adventure, which is taking us across country to the city of Bath. Currently at the University of Bath visiting my girlfriend, and we're going to need to go back in time to the beginning of this visit because I kind of forgot to film an intro. I kind of just started filming partway through the day of after I'd arrived here, so I'll take you back to that later. So let's take you back in time to the beginning of this visit. And so we begin the vlog today looking down North Parade on our way into Bath. And where are we headed? We're headed to Selina Pasta. Yeah, I know that was a bit of a close-up. Apologies. But yeah, it's been a beautiful sunset. We've just walked down from the university actually. We've walked, what was it called? Bathwick Fields? I'm sure that's pronounced somehow else. Anyway, it's spelt Bathwick Fields, so anyway, beautiful walk. The sun has been shining. Initially it was a bit hidden behind the clouds. I'll show you a bit more of the walk. It is absolutely stunning, like I said. This is the cricket court, I believe.
Yeah. This is what I'm getting. I'm very excited because it's meant to be really good and it's cheaper than my other ones.
Almost a whole pound cheaper, and it's got only
Ingredients
good
are really
ingredients.
good. But
Hit us up for an
I
ad.
don't know how nice it's going to taste because it seems like it might be a bit bland. I can always add some like honey or something. So basically, for this Selina Pasta place, you have to wait in an online queue and you get a message when like a table's ready for you. But obviously, like, I feel like they don't really know necessarily when a table's going to be ready, so it's a bit... Like last time, they initially said half an hour. We ended up not getting in 2 hours after we had like got a message saying you're in the queue. Right? So it said 35-45 minutes and it's been like 10, so we're just trying to pass the time, and it's warm in here. It's not
We're hoping
warm
that stays
outside.
true. The granola is going to be our topping for our yogurt balls tonight. That's going to be our
We
dessert.
decided not to get a dessert to save money, and was this just helping us?
Because it's better for you. That'll...
We're also analysing all the peanut butters.
Only buy ones that say 100% peanuts, because otherwise they're not so great for you. And so we've just finished up in Selina Pasta. It was an absolutely delicious meal. It was wonderful. And really nice service too. Everyone in there is so friendly, so I definitely recommend it. It's right here for location reference, and they've got this floor up here, and then it goes downstairs. They've got a basement level, and that's where we sat this evening.
So loud.
Yeah, there you go. And then we've come out, and the rugby is packed out, and there's a match going on. I don't know who's playing, but yeah, not sure who's playing, but it sounds lively.
Also super loud.
And so, the rest of the plan for the evening is to stop off at Sainsbury's, grab some yogurt before heading back to Hannah's accommodation.
Match with the granola we bought for yogurt balls.
Exactly. Yeah, so for Selina Pasta, you can expect about an hour's waiting time, which isn't terrible. So,
We got there
and
at,
especially
like,
being
6.
in 6:18, and we got seated at 7:18. But being in the city of Bath, there is so much to see and do in the meantime to pass the time. So, and amongst all of that, we chose Waitrose because we just needed to grab some granola.
We walked around a bit as well.
Yeah, and we walked around a bit. But now we're just on our way to Sainsbury's, like I said, to grab the yogurt to go with the granola for our yogurt bowls, which will be for breakfast. But yeah, once again,
such a delicious meal. It was amazing. And I definitely recommend it. So Selina Pasta, hit them up. It's quite dark. There's not a great deal of lighting around here. Right next to, I was gonna say, right next to the Abbey. No lighting. Yeah, go on, walk this way. But yeah, after that, bus back to the university. And then a cozy night in, which I'm very much looking forward to after that amazing meal. That was wonderful. And so this is tourist central because, well, for one, that shop. Number two, the Abbey. And number three, the Roman baths themselves. The thing that people come for. And yeah, you can understand why for the architecture alone, because this entire city is very beautiful. And you'll see more of that from even where it's just a pure shopping centre, it's still beautiful buildings.
UNESCO World Heritage, so they have to make everything look like.
There you go.
I don't know. Exactly.
You heard it from her. The whole city is
even the newer modern,
UNESCO World Heritage
shops,
site.
They have to make them look like the same stone and everything.
Yeah. Who knew? Well, she did. Et voila! Said pure shopping centre that I was just talking about. You know, consumerism central, but the buildings still look beautiful. Because I guess they've got a fit to... What did I just walk in? Who knows? Hopefully it's just water. Someone's spraying their bottle on the floor. We've kind of struck lucky at this hour because it's not quite going out time, so nobody's come out to Spoons or any of the clubs yet. But we're just post dinner rush, and because it's quite dark out now, sun's gone down, people have gone home, gone indoors to refresh, get a reset before actually coming out to go clubbing or to the pubs. There's a lot of pubs around here. But yeah. Oh, this way. Oh yes, wait, let me show you. In the distance, there is a Marks and Spencer that's just opened up, and it is massive. Right there. 4 stories high, and it's actually that entire building that you can see there. It's the entire thing. But yeah, we're headed this way because this is where the Sainsbury's is, which is very conveniently right next to the bus stop. So that'll lead us back to the university. And so we started the next day at a pretty cool event run by an organisation called One Young World, and they were hosting this at the management building at the University of Bath. And as you could see at the beginning of this clip, we had an incredible lunch that was served for completely free. And at this event, they hosted talks on topics that are quite relevant at the moment. Well, and relevant full stop. So, after listening to 2 of the 3 very thought-provoking talks, one being on the responsible use of AI and the other being on health inequalities, and of course after enjoying that very delicious free lunch, we decided to leave. And so here we are at the Astro. It's a beautiful day for it.
And so we're back where I first left you guys to recap on what's happened so far. And in that moment, since filming said intro, Hannah has gone and made us some wonderful yogurt bowls, and I've got the honour of having her prettiest bowl, which is actually made for chopsticks, as you can see from the rest points, from Oliver Bonus, which, you know, they do some nice stuff apparently. I didn't know. The part I didn't catch from earlier today is that in between leaving that event at One Young World, well, the one hosted by One Young World, and going to the football, we went to the gym with Hannah's friend Nancy, which was really nice. And then, yeah, almost straight after the gym, we quickly popped back to this flat and then headed straight back to the Astros to play football for about an hour, wasn't it? So yeah, that was great fun. And then we've just since then come back here, had prawn stir fry for dinner. Amazing chef, by the way. And then we've just I've showered and now we're just relaxing, settling down for a very cozy evening with our delicious yogurt bowls. And yeah. Pardon? Oh yeah, and Hannah's been working while I was journaling. But yeah, it's been a very lovely day, all in all. Beautiful weather again. The sun is absolutely shining. Not anymore, but it was. And I'll see you guys in the morning.
And so we begin this morning, my final morning in Bath for this visiting period, on a little walk, heading down to the lake. And for info, guys, that's the library. So if ever you find yourself here and you want to do some studying, library is back that way. And then not too far from the library at all, on a lovely day like today, as it has been for the last, I don't know how many days, sunshine and blue skies. It's been lovely. Yeah. Walking on down to the beautiful lake. Lots of ducks around. I must admit, something else I've noticed around here is that the squirrels are super friendly. They don't seem to react too much when you're walking by them. There they are, foraging in the grass next to the ducks. Not a care in the world. And yeah, just walking around the lake. And it is absolutely stunning today, as it has been for most of these days, but makes you appreciate the nice weather. And to give you a slight map of campus, we've just come from that path. The lake's round that way, and then up around here. And on a day like today, it really does just show how beautiful campus can be at the University of Bath. There's lots of pretty flowers all around. And like I said, these squirrels, super friendly. They really don't care to just wander around, foraging in the grass. So, I never actually filmed an outro, so here we are back at my humble abode and not in Bath. But the footage you just saw was the last thing I did in Bath. We went on a lovely walk to, I was going to say end the day, to begin the day and end my time at Bath. Anyway, I'll see you guys on our next adventure.